We're asked, can a parabola exist with the point P at 6, 14, a focus at point F, I guess, which is at -8, 2, and a directrix at y equals -6. Why or why not? So pause this video, have a go at that, and then we'll do it together. All right, let me just try to sketch this a little bit just to visualize what's going on. So they're saying that we have to figure out whether this point could be on a parabola with this focus and that directrix. See, the focus is all the way at -8, 2, and then the directrix is at y equals -6. So, and then this point is all the way at 6, 14. So let me just draw the whole, or try to draw a fairly large coordinate plane here, y-axis, x-axis, and then let me go, we just have to sketch it. So let's say this is 5, 10, 15, -5, -10, -15. Let me just do it like this way. I don't have to go that low. -5, -10, -5, -10, and then let's make this 5 and 10, and then last but not least, -5, -10, and -15. All right, so the point is at 6, 14. So I'm at 6, 14, which is right about there. I will call that P. The focus, -8, 2. -8, 2. So that would put us right about there. It's actually quite closer, right around there. So this is the focus. And directrix at y equals -6. So y equals -6 is right about here. And so that is right over there. Y equals -6. Now, our definition of a parabola, it's the loci, I always forget how to pronounce that, of all, I think loci, of all of the points that are equidistant from the focus and the directrix. And so what we need to do is, if this is on the parabola, then the distance from P to F, this distance right over here, needs to be equal to the distance between P and this directrix. So let's figure out what each of these, actually I could just do this one by going, by just going straight down. So this distance right over here, this vertical distance, is pretty easy to figure out because this P right over here is at 6, 14. That's at y equals 14. The directrix is at y equals -6. So 14 plus 6, this distance over here is 20. Now, what's the distance between P and F? Well, we can use the Pythagorean, the distance formula, which comes out of the Pythagorean theorem. So let me just, the distance is going to be equal to the square root of the difference between the x coordinates squared plus the difference between the y coordinates squared. So I could say 6 minus negative, let me be careful, 6 minus -8 squared plus 14 minus 2 squared. Well, let's see. This is going to be 6 plus 8. I just had a fever, so my brain's a little bit foggy still. So 6 plus 8 is 14 squared. And then this is going to be plus 12 squared. So let's see. This is going to be the square root of 14 squared is 196 plus 144. And so what is that going to be? That's going to be, am I doing this right? Yep, that's going to be the square root of 340. And we already know that this value is not equal to 20. This does not equal 20. 20 squared is 400. So we already see that this distance and that distance are not equal. And so this point cannot exist on the parabola that has that as a focus and that as a directrix.